today I'm over here at the car getting ready for Sunday, and basically all I'm doing today is just changing out the what do you call this thing, the cold side pipe. I had a brain fart. This is the Han attachment that I have on the car. It's been on there for a while. Basically just the attachment. It still uses the stock, I guess you could say, stock rubber couplers that came on the stock one. But it is a Han attachment with a real Greddy. As you can see, it has a big hole right there. In the last video, or video before last, you know, as I stated, the rubber grommet did fall out or got sucked in, one or the other. And then you also see my push lock fitting on there too. So I went ahead and upgraded the cold side pipe and go over here and get it. So we don't have that problem anymore on losing boost. Here I have my new one, which is basically the same style, except it's a screw-in fitting for the IAT, and I just got done doing my push lock fitting. So got that squared away, and right now I'm just taking it apart and getting ready to swap it over, and then button up a couple of other things on the car while I'm here. I think I'm going to wait till Saturday to do the oil change. I'm very particular about certain things, especially when it comes to the oil change. I don't know about you, but I always change my oil before. Doesn't matter. Anytime I take the car out, the oil gets changed. After we get done, it comes back to its home, and right before it goes out again, the oil gets changed. Got to keep the bottom end happy, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the main key reasons on why the car, why the motor has lasted as long as it has. So, you know, again, you keep it happy, it'll keep you happy. So I'm gonna get this swapped out. You're more than welcome to hang out with me. But we got to get this thing ready for Sunday, and I usually try not to come over here during the weekdays too much, being that I don't really have a lot to do on the car to begin with. So today's my day off, and I figured I'd come over here and get this thing swapped out, because I also gotta do some other stuff to Trey's car Saturday too. So we gotta tap and drill the hole in the bottom of the block. So he's got low oil pressure. I think at the machine shop they forgot to do that, and we don't want him blowing up his motor. So we got that to do Saturday, as well as like I said, change the oil, and got to get the car loaded up and get it ready for Sunday. So let's get this thing on the car. So I ended up having to come up with something, because the Allen head bolts obviously were too small for the new one, and it's also not threaded. So I ended up basically got lucky and found two nuts that I put on the bottom, and it's looking like I'm going to have to cross thread them a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. It'll hold. It's not going to be on there for long, and again, it's just enough to last me over. So I'm gonna get these tightened up, but that definitely caught me off guard for sure. But we'll get these tightened up and get it on the car. All right, so I got it on. It's nice and tight. One thing I will say is, if we do develop a boost leak, I would know exactly where it is. They are on there tight, as much as I can get them anyway, and I think it'll be fine. I think it's tight enough where it'll hold it enough to not leak. If it does leak, then there's one or two things that I can do for that regarding the boost, but I'm not gonna tell all my secrets. So let's get this thing on the car. What's up, guys? So welcome back, and it's the next day. Well, technically not the next day, 2 or 3 days. Basically, I kind of got to a point on the car where I had to run home and take care of my daughter and do some other things. So I kind of stopped what I was doing on the car, but I did manage to get the cold side pipe on, and all I have to do right now is just put 2 more T-bolt clamps down and make sure everything's tight, retrace my steps, just make sure everything's good to go. And then we're pretty much done with my car other than an oil change. And then I could take it off the jack stands and load it on the trailer and be ready for tomorrow. Trey is also on the way again. I know, again. He's a good dude though, don't get me wrong. But we got some things to look over on this car. We believe, well, right now his car's got low oil pressure. I think I stated that in one of my other videos. I'm not 100% sure. If I didn't, his car got low oil pressure. It is a built motor car. Basically, we believe
today, Junior,
that whenever the motor was put together, that the machine shop didn't plug the hole in the bottom of the block like you're supposed to. Whenever you get rid of the assembly. So basically we're going to tap and drill and put a set screw down there. And then he's also getting away from the same oil weight that I run, and he's moving up to 2050. So I don't feel like I need 2050 just quite yet. I'm comfortable with the oil weight that I run. But for him, I feel like he needs it. A couple other people also agree. So he's moving up to 2050. We're going to do his oil change as well, obviously, because we have to pull the oil pan off. But he's on his way, and basically I'm going to go ahead and get the car ready, just to kind of get it out of the way and get my car on the trailer. That way when his gets here, we can go ahead and get started so we're not here all afternoon. And just take a ride with me and see how this thing goes. You got one without the gear on it? I mean, it'll be fine. You're good. You good.
Right here?
You good.
Make sure you put that nipple thing back on there. On that pipe.
Oh my, yeah.
Staff is fucking afraid of her. Brittany Staff's afraid of her. When I walked in there that one day, they were just like, they were so shocked to see me. I was waiting for a question. How do you do this? What? Her attitude? I don't know.
Nick, don't tell me what I think I know right here. Yeah, no.
You reused my oil thing, right?
Hmm?
My oil gasket.
Yeah. I've reused mine. It's brand new. Oh my God. You good?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I was in the middle of changing my oil. Oil filter was too tight. Broke loose the damn oil cooler, which don't need that anymore. But I do need the housing though. So no. It's about to be a first.
Hey, I thought for a second.
Oh, you thought it was broke?
I thought this shit was bro. I'm about to be like, oh shit.
Nah, big
I'm
dog.
about to be like, Clint about to be pissed.
Nah, big dog. Nah.
I ain't never seen that before.
You ain't never. You're still in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't need that.
Clint said, we gonna get rid of that today.
You don't need that, boss. I mean, I wanted to delete mine, but
I always thought you had to get that.
you need a. Technically, you need a vice. Like I broke mine loose last time with like a vice, but I don't know
I
how
thought
they.
you always needed like the big filter if you deleted that shit. That's what they said. You know what I'm saying? That's what old Daryl Cox said. You know what I'm saying?
Don't need that. I ain't never ran no big filter. I mean, it's just a Dodge Stratus filter, but I ain't never ran that.
Throw it in.
So probably not a good view, but I'm doing the best I can without looking. We got the oil pan down, and there is no bolt. Well, there is no stud, but it has threads in it. Not sure if y'all can see that or not, but yeah. So I don't know.
What's up, guys? Today is race day, and I'm on my way to the storage unit right now. I think Trey is already there. We're gonna load the cars up, just once over everything, and my car's already on the trailer, so I didn't close out yesterday, but we basically, you know, saw that the machine shop tried to put like an oversized washer to cover that hole. The hole was already threaded, so my guess would be that somebody lost the set screw that's supposed to go in there, and they tried to hide it or cover it up with just that washer. That ain't gonna work. So I did attempt to tap and thread it. I used a 1/4x20, and it threaded in perfectly fine. So that tells me that I don't know why they would thread it but not put a set screw in there. But I guess you could say we, you know, saved this car from grenading itself, because it was definitely about to grenade itself. I need to adjust my clutch pedal a little bit more. I'm not going to do that until I get it on the two-step, because it seems like it likes to change after I get it on the two-step. So I need to readjust my clutch. It goes in fine, but it feels like it's way too high. Could just be me, but it just feels like it's way too high. But I'm about to get off my exit here, and it's about 10-15 minutes from the house. So get off the exit, get in my storage unit, and get the cars out, get mine hooked up to the daily, and after that I'll cut the camera back on when we get to the track. As far as I know, it's going to be me, Jared, Brandon, Brian's going to be there with Brandon, and it's going to be Trey, and I believe Andre and George are coming, but I don't think they're bringing their car. So look like it's only going to be 4 of us running, and we're going to all try to get our stuff dialed in. I'm going to try to get the car to go a little bit faster than the 1034 if possible. We're going to try to see if we can run some 1020s today, and that would be my ideal goal. But if not, as long as I can go faster than a 1032, I just need to pick up 200ths of a second, and I'll be pretty happy with that. So we'll see how that turns out, but I'll cut the camera back on when we get to the track.
You need more water. There you go. Come back forward. You just sprayed it. He's going way too far forward. And he's also doing a 3rd gear right now. It is a bolt. His door's not shut.
Alright, so to end this video, basically what was going on at the track was, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, they did not prep anything. They didn't put any glue down or nothing like that. All they did was just drag the track, and it was basically like running on a no prep surface. I've never had to turn my car down to get down the track, especially at Rockingham. That was the first time where I actually had to, every pass I made, I had to keep turning the car down to try to get the car to hooked. And I ended up turning the car down too much, and it was basically, it didn't go anywhere. The launch, I think I ended up dropping the launch boost down all the way from like, I think it was 15 or 16 down to, I think it was like 9-10 pounds, and the car bogged, but the 60 foot was trash. It was like 184 or something like that, and I had the ramp rate sped up for the 2nd stage to come in pretty hard, and it bogged so low, like it didn't even, power didn't really even come in 2nd gear. So I boarded the pass, as you saw. Jared's car
On the Pass versus me and him actually cut basically the same light on the Pro Tree. I mean, it was close. Like on the slow-mo video, you could literally slow it down, and we literally left exactly at the same time. But as you saw, his car, it blew the tires off all the way down the track. So like I said, you know, the track, it didn't have any temp in it. It was cold. Even though it was like 77 degrees, 75 or something like that, the track, the surface was just, it was just trash. It was a wasted track day, basically. So with that being said, I guess we will try to take a stab at it again on a better day, and see what happens when they actually prep the track, or at least if, you know, it's sunny out and, you know, the track's got some temp in it, should be a better surface than what we were on. But didn't really get any better than where we were at. My mile per hour was there, but the ET was just way off. You know, like I said, the car, it was just blowing the tires off. It was just spinning. So I guess just stick around, and I should have another video for you guys coming up soon. I think Streetcar Takeover is in I believe another week and a half, something like that. So gonna go to that. I'm not taking the car to that. I think I'm gonna hold off and wait till next year when the built motor's in the car. And but I will be there to support Jared and be on his pit crew and make sure that his car is doing what it's supposed to do. And you know, we can probably, hopefully, get his car to go some bottom nines, and there might be a high possibility he might get his 8-second pass out there. So I'm gonna go to that, and after that I'll probably make another run at trying to get the car into the 20s. And once that happens, I think I'm just going to pull the motor out and get ready to start putting the built motor in and clean up some other stuff. But for now, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like the video, share it, comment, you know, what you don't like, comment if you do like, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.